What are we talking about this week? Find out next. What's up, families? Justin here with River Kids Children's Ministry. So excited to be here with you again, talking about what we're talking about with your kids. So jumping right in, here's what we talked about with your preschoolers down to 2. This whole month, we're looking at God has a plan for me with our preschoolers. And so one of the best stories to look at that, true story, is from Joseph. And so last week we dove right in and started looking at Joseph's story. And it started out with, Jacob giving him his coat of many colors, his brothers being jealous of him, first throwing him in the well, then selling him to slavery. So this week, we picked up in Genesis chapter 39 and 40, so a decent-sized section, looking at another section of Joseph's story where he is working for Potiphar, right? Now, while he's working for Potiphar, he works his way up. Potiphar really, really trusts him, and then something happens. He's accused of something he did not do. You don't really need to get into crazy details with your kids on that. Just he was accused of something he didn't do and was thrown in jail. And he had all the opportunity to whine and complain and just, oh, I can't believe I'm in jail, God. And while there might have been those moments, we don't know, overall, he was really kind of, just seeing where God had him, and he trusted that, and he trusted the process. So the second portion is he's in jail, and a cupbearer and a baker are then come into jail with him, who are thrown in by the king, by Pharaoh, and he has a relationship with them, builds a relationship. He's able to read 2 different dream each that they have. He's able to read that dream and tell them what's going to happen. And so they say, wow, this is amazing. And one of the guys says, I'm going to tell Pharaoh about you and that you can do this. Well, then he forgets. And so there's Joseph still in jail. And that's where we kind of leave him. But it's really important to kind of look at the main theme with your kids on everything was not going according to plan or the way that maybe Joseph would have liked it to go, the way that we would really like things to go. And yet, he continued to trust God, and that he was working towards something that was going to be amazing. Even though Joseph didn't know it, he was going to be working towards something that was even more amazing. And so we can really rest in the fact that God has a plan for us. With our kindergarten through 5th graders, we are looking at no lie, honesty, right, this month. So we're looking at being truthful in everything that we're saying and doing. And so we're continuing that with a story this week about David and Elimelech, which is a bit of a mouthful, who's a priest. Now, David is on the run from Saul, King Saul, all right? David has at this point been anointed to be the next king, but he's not yet, and Saul does not like it. And so he's on the run. He gets to the temple, and Elimelech is the priest, and David asks for some food and some weapons and some different things. And Elimelech is a little weirded out. He's like, what are you talking about? Because he works for the king, ultimately. And so David does what we ask our kids not to do and tells a lie. He's not truthful. And he tells them, hey, I'm on a secret mission from King Saul, and I really need this bread and some weapons and all this kind of stuff. Well, Elimelech is like, okay. And he believes him. I mean, why not, right? And he believes him. So he gives him those things. And then he's able to continue on, and he finds some followers of his own to then eventually, become those that follow him, and they're hiding out in a cave and all those kinds of things. Well, Saul finds out about it. And he ends up having Elimelech and his family, all except for one person, killed. And so I encourage you to read this story, Genesis 39 through 40. A little bit bigger section, but read it, and you'll be amazed, guys. I ask my kids every Sunday afternoon and every Monday, on the way to school and stuff, like, hey, what were you talking about yesterday? What do you remember? And it's awesome how much they remember. So I encourage you, read it yourself so you kind of know, but then, really ask them what they're learning. But what we're really kind of honing in on is when we're not truthful, we can hurt others. And we're really kind of framing that around how we can hurt relationships, and the trust is not there when we're being dishonest. In this particular case, it went really, really sideways, and really hurt an entire family and an entire family group. Just simply because David was not truthful. And so just kind of overall kind of covering those themes with your kids, I think this is a great story about how we just really need to be honest, because we can help to build trust and have lasting relationships with people. when we do that. So there it is, guys. So excited again to continue to partner with you guys. Again, let us know how we can help. We're here to encourage you, to equip you, to partner with you, to build you up to be the best disciples that you can be for your kids. We just thank you so much for the privilege and the opportunity to do that. And as always, just continue to let us know how we can help you best. We're praying for the conversations that you'll have with your kids this week, and we will see you on Sunday. Hey guys, thanks so much for checking this out. If you've been here before, awesome. Thank you so much. You can catch up on those videos there if you haven't had a chance to see some of them or review them. If you're brand new here, there are videos right over there, and you can look at those, go back and see some of the things we've been talking about and some of the things that we've been doing. And you can subscribe right here, this button, or down below, just to be the most up to date with the things that we're doing. Again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later.